I hope the weather is good for you. Storms are probably coming because when it gets too hot, that's it. My son had called me and said it was 98 where he was at, and he had went out and went to the golf course to get something to eat at the restaurant. And he said it was so hot, I walked up the hill to the restaurant, and he said I was acting like I could make it, and I was like, couldn't hardly breathe. It was so thick, the air. And I told him, be careful. They may be young, but even young kids, your babies, toddlers, watch them because it is hot. And when heat comes, or watch them about anything. My cousin, there was a set, she had a set of triplets. She had 2 kids before, and then she had a set of triplets, 2 boys and a girl. And the girl kept saying, my stomach. And she just said, oh, there's nothing wrong with your stomach, And she had cancer. She had stomach cancer, and she passed away. Now, if she had paid attention, maybe nothing would have happened. Maybe God would have just went on and took her. But you have to pay attention to kids sometimes. Little kids, too, when they're trying to express and talk to you. My mom said their little heads hurt and their stomachs hurt, too. Just like anybody else. They got the same type of organs, and whatever we have is just in little form. So take care of whoever, your grandchildren, your children, whatever, great-great-grandchildren, some of you. So take care of what's going on. But I do hope that you are being blessed and that everything is okay. Number one, make sure that you are taking care. If you have credit cards, people, and you are still paying debt, credit cards, just think at somebody looking at you from the outside, the company's looking at you, the people that you want to borrow from or whatever, your net worth. Credit cards, if you're in debt with credit cards like 11, 10,000 or whatever, how would you look at somebody? Put yourself in their place. You look like you got $10,000, $11,000 in debt. You are a liability. Okay, you're a risk. We don't want you. Your credit cards may be up to the hilt, and you're only paying the minimum payment all the time. You're a risk. And then you're complaining, how come I can't get a loan? How come I can't get this? How come I can't get that? One thing, any loans or credit cards that are up to the hilt, you should bring them down. If you get them down and get them paid off, what do you look like now? You look like now they got $11,000 or $10,000 or more. Some of you have more. Okay, you look good all of a sudden. You're not over the limit. You're not up to the limit at the max. You are free and clear. And you should think of that as yourself too. If there was an emergency happening, there's your emergency plan with those credit cards. Credit cards aren't bad. We think they're bad because we mishandle them. It's not the credit card. It's us mishandling them. Okay, yes, some of them have high interest rates, but if you were paying attention, you could have paid attention to the interest rate, which we are just learning, some of you, about the interest rate. No fault of your own because you weren't taught that in school. They're too busy doing other things like they are now and teaching strange things that you will never need. So it's not your fault. They should have had this in place like my kids' schools did. They had it in place from kindergarten all the way up. So the interest rate, you could have still had a bad card with an interest rate, but you would have learned, I'm not going to spend as much and I'm going to pay it off because this has this crazy interest rate. We can learn, and we can start learning again. It's not your fault. That's one thing. I always tell you, forgive yourself because some stuff, it wasn't your fault. They put this in place for us. They want us to overspend. They get more money off the fees than what you buy. They are counting on you to be at your max. They're counting on you not to pay it off. You're paying for somebody's new swimming pool. Add up how much interest you're paying every month. So clear them off. And then when they're free and clear, just sit back and think, that's part of your net worth. Okay? If you got credit cards that range up to $10,000 or $11,000 or more, 12,000. That's your net worth. What's your net worth? You just added 11,000 to yourself. So keep them clear and use them, pay them off. Pay them off because they're revolving credit. And right now they're going up and down, so we have no control over that. Some of them may take them away, and I say use them sparingly. You know, maybe you want to buy a little groceries, pay it off. You know, to show them, yes, I do need the card. I'm going to keep using it, but I'm not doing that, what I did before. You should keep in your mind how much you really want to spend and how much you're able to afford every month. And it's just easy if we do that. And we won't get into this debt thing like I did too. I did the same thing. I'm not blaming you. We didn't learn. You know, they entice us with things, and America is really into it. They started it enticing. Here, we got to have that. You have to have that purse. They put those influencers out there. They're doing the same thing to the kids, you know, and you have to reprogram yourself and sometimes your family. I'm not doing that, and you're not doing that. We can't do this. Yeah, I probably can't afford it, but do I want to afford it right now? Do I want to go in debt and then over here there's something else going on? Do I want to go into that and I go grab that new thing that I want, and over here I need a new refrigerator all of a sudden? But I don't have it because I spent everything that I got on that credit card. That credit card can be your savior or it can be the devil if you don't do it right. I hope you're having a wonderful day again. So today, remember, we're going on vacation in December. My mom wants to go to Disneyland, Disney World. I keep saying Disneyland. She's not too keen on Disneyland. We've been there, but she's just like, nah, I'm going back over here. So, while we are going to Puerto Rico. So when we come back from Puerto Rico, we'll be in Florida and going to Disney World. And I have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 20, 130, and I have a $50 bill. That's 180. And we will do the talking dice and see which one of these is going to get to 50.
You've got the number 5.
5. Do we have a 5 anywhere? Oh, 5. My mind is clicking like, wait a minute, where's 5 on the first one? Okay, so we got number 5. So you got the first 10.
And your number is 4.
4 is right there. And?
Good news for you.
Mm-hmm.
You have number 2.
2. Okay.
You've got the number 3.
3. I wonder will everyone get one? No, I'm not. Okay.
Your lucky number is 2.
2. Okay, 2 is in first place.
4.
4. Tie going on. We're gonna do the tie.
You've got the number 4.
Well, not a tie anymore.
And now this. 3.
3. That was quick. You didn't even say anything yet. Didn't bark or nothing.
You've got the number 1.
Number 1.
Wow! Look at this. Number 4.
Number 4.
Wow! You have a 5.
Number 5. Okay, so who is going to wind up the one with the most here? So we'll start with this one. This one just has a $10. $10. Okay, this one May not be on here. I can mark them off if they're there. This is $20. Let's see. Oh, I see 20. Okay, let's see what you are. 20, 30. 30. Okay, we're lucky. They're there. Okay, you got 10, 20, 30, 40. That's this one. So do we have a 30, 40, or something here? Oh, there's 40. Okay, we're doing good. You're actually on here. This one's 20. Squeak. And this one didn't get anything. So this one right here gets the extra $50. And I'll mark that off now if I can find everybody together. So that would be, I see 25, about 20, 30. Without doing all this rigmarole here. Let's see. I see 25 and 22 is 47. No. I have to think about it for a minute and add this up and figure out where are you, because 20 and 10 is 30. You got, yeah, okay, that'll work. No. Okay, I have to think about where it's going, but we'll see. So I hope you have a wonderful day. Enjoy yourself. Be careful. Be safe. We have those, the kids call them post-COVID drivers out there. I don't know what's wrong. After COVID, or sometimes during COVID, but after now, they're just running around. And it's not just teenagers. It's not them. It's some of the older ones are turning around in the middle of the street. They don't want to go that way, and they're making U-turns in the middle of the street, going the wrong way. I mean, going backwards. I saw a truck. Coming down the ramp, going backwards on the freeway. I saw people on the street driving backwards. They're crazy. And then they get mad at you. Okay, people sitting, looking at the cell phone, at the light. The lights change, and we sitting there like 2 or 3 minutes like, the light's gonna change back any minute, and then they get mad when the person blows at them. Okay, like, what you getting mad for? You the one sitting there. So be careful out there, because these people, and they hit and run too. They're hitting cars and they're going because they don't have any insurance. That's one thing you can tell. If the car is tore up, most of the time they don't have any insurance. So stay away from them. Just go over to the side somewhere, because they don't have any insurance. Yes, your insurance will cover it. Yes, if they don't go anywhere and hit and run type thing, the court will make them, pay for it once they get to court, or the insurance company will go off trying to find them. Because one, it hit years ago before all this calamity. I had a conversion van and had hit the car, and he took off the van. He was making fun of my friend who was an albino, and she got in the car, and we went down the street. After he hit into it and took off, and all of a sudden I was kind of trying to find him, and I went down this alley, and we met face to face. He had this little tiny tore up car. And I'm sitting there, I was face to face. He was terrified. He looked at me, and we were getting a license tag, got the police, flagged them down, and then he had gone about his merry way, but we had the tag. So the police didn't tell them, my insurance company, because they said they would call. At that time, they were calling people, insurance company or something. And the insurance company, I told them, I said, well, we got the tag number and the address, because you could look up the address. And they said, you got the tag number? They didn't tell us that. I said, yes. So I don't think they were happy. And plus, that tag went back to his mama's house. It was his mama's car. So anyway, hope you are having a lovely day. No problems, many blessings to you. Praying for you always, for you to have that great day, that wonderful day. I don't care who you are or what you may be thinking, and don't care if you like me or not. I got no problem with that. That's your problem, okay? I have no problem, because I forgive everybody. Okay, even if you get on my nerves, I'm gonna still forgive you because I'm not staying here. I'm gonna be with God. Okay, so you can keep on doing what you're doing, and the rest of us will be flying up out of here. So take care. Think of what you're doing. You guys got it. You got it. Keep going. Roll it. Bye bye.